Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs, the only show where your host is a completely terrible producer. It's like I forgot what to actually do to start the show. Lawsplaining the Interwebs, I'm your host, Nick Rekieta, of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And with me today is my man, Q. How's it going, buddy?
How's it going, man? Good to be back.
Oh my gosh, it's going okay, except for the fact that I can't run my own show. It's an abject disaster.
And to think I came here for you to teach me the fine arts of running a live stream.
Why in God's name would you think that that was a good idea?
You make it look so good at times. I thought, well, if anybody can teach me, it'd be this guy. So I'm here to learn.
Well, next time pick literally anybody else. Literally anybody else. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We have a couple different topics to go through. We have, oh my goodness. Let's talk about what the show is doing today. Okay. So first, we've got Jussie Smollett, superhero Jussie Smollett, Nigerian slayer Jussie Smollett has caused appreciable damages to the men that he hired to fake beating him up and to fake MAGA country on him. And now, shockingly, they are not able to be hired because of the defamation of Jussie Smollett, calling them racist.
Oh my gosh.
Calling them did you read the article?
I did. I read the article. It's got to be hard to find work as a Nigerian racist.
Yeah.
Homophobe.
Right.
Like, that's got to be tough. It's got to be really tough. So, I mean, people are already kind of sketched out by certain things, and then
they only hate the black gays, I guess. I
guess they run around at 2:00 in the morning in whiteface, like beating unsuspected gay people with Subway sandwiches. I don't know.
I'm offended very much that they would culturally appropriate white people crime.
Right? At like 20 below, like running around, like, and then they like left his Subway sandwich. Like, think about it. Like,
I'm taking the sandwich.
I'm taking the sandwich too.
Unless it's a meatball sub, I don't want that.
How can Subway continue to like survive this terrible PR? Do you remember Jared from back in the day?
Yeah.
So like, you survived Jared, now you have to survive the Nigerian like bushwhacker twins.
So yeah, we've got Jared oh my gosh, tries to footlong children, and then the Nigerian racist homophobes won't even take your sandwich.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're not. You touch that? Yeah, we're not eating that.
It's like a free sandwich, and they wouldn't even take it.
They won't even eat a free sandwich. Won't even take a free sandwich.
Can you imagine?
Wow. Talking about MAGA country. I mean, yeah. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, Subway's done. They don't survive this at all.
Yeah, I mean, bring back Blimpies and Quiznos.
Blimpies is gross. Let me just put that one to bed real quick. Blimpie is gross.
Hey man, do not talk crap about Blimpies. And I grew up on Blimpies.
Man, I can tell you a few people who grew up on Blimpies.
Yeah, don't start none, won't be none. Don't talk bad about Blimpies. We have issues. So, but Quiznos, we can agree on Quiznos though, right?
Quiznos is pretty good. The only time I don't like Quiznos is when I don't want a toasted sub. Because sometimes I don't want a toasted sub.
Okay, I understand.
Actually, with Subway, I never want a toasted sub.
Really?
Yeah, they just copied it off at Quiznos, and I refuse to participate.
So Jimmy John's or Subway?
Depends if I'm feeling trashy. If I'm feeling trashy, I get a Subway.
Oh, that's right, because you get that V cut, right?
No, I don't make them do it anymore.
You don't make them do it anymore?
I should.
Oh, you really should.
Mainly because it was discontinued before they were born.
When the show is over, we're going in, and we're tonight. Since
They're not going to be open.
Come on, man. He went at 2:00 in the morning and got a sub.
No, he went probably at midnight, got a sub, and then walked around till 2, letting that thing get nasty.
Oh my God, that crap was like soggy.
It might be dangerous to hit someone with a 2-hour frozen sub.
He's walking around with a soggy footlong.
Oh, come on.
I mean, that's why they didn't take it. It was soggy.
Yeah. Or frozen. Maybe they bludgeoned him with the footlong. That'd be... I mean,
with a frozen footlong.
I mean, I don't know. That belongs on certain internet channels and not other ones. But
you know.
Okay, so here's the scoop on that, guys. Let me pull up the article.
Firehouse subs. I concur.
The BBC is reporting on this. It's very important to the country of Britain.
Oh my gosh, this news has made it across the pond, y'all.
Jussie Smollett's legal team. Oh, here, let me, I'll get this off of your, you don't want to see this, do you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
You do?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, let me put it back on.
Absolutely, sure.
Oh, I'll try and get it with the chat. There's the chat.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They're in the... Jussie Smollett's legal team is being sued for defamation by 2 brothers who say they continue to be accused of carrying out a racist and homophobic attack against the actor. Police say the attack was staged, which Smollett denies. Olabinjo Osundairo and come on, Abimbola Osundairo say their reputations have been damaged as a result of the claims. Are these the 2 guys?
Yeah.
These guys couldn't beat their way out of a bag. What is this?
They look like Hollywood types.
Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up.
Yeah. It looks like some straight coming to America type stuff.
Let me pull this up on screen. Just a second. Look at this. Hold on, I'll make it bigger. What is this? These two fine gentlemen are accused of beating up this. I mean, I don't know what that is. That guy. The only reason I could think that this is true is that I look at Jussie Smollett and I assume, well, yeah, I guess they could beat him up, but I don't believe it.
Yeah. But they're pretty ripped, so I could see why they weren't going after the carbs. Like, they were like, yeah.
They don't look ripped in these pictures.
From the other pictures I've seen, they look like they're pretty ripped. Like, so, I mean.
This is a face you'd love to hit. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, you're not looking at these. Hold on. Here, that's the picture of them.
There you go. Yeah. That dude have a nose ring?
He has a nose ring.
Wow. I cannot respect that.
And this guy's got a nose ring and earrings. There's no way this guy is homophobic.
Yeah, no.
Not a chance.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he is.
You know what? To the world, hire the Osundairo twins. Method actors extraordinaire.
I mean, but of course, what are you gonna get? I mean, how bad of a butt whooping can you get for $3,000 these days?
He only paid $3,000 for that?
He paid $3,000. I mean, next time you pay more to get him to shut up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd be offended if someone just paid me. They had to split that.
Yeah, they had to split that. He wrote him a check.
The guys in Digstown were getting paid way more than that. Did you see Digstown?
I did.
It's a great movie.
Sure.
What?
Sure. Okay. All right. So
James Woods, Lou Gossett Jr., Oliver Platt, Heather Graham. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. That had Lou. Yeah. Lou Gossett Jr. I suppose. I'm kind of a fan of him, but that's about where it stops.
What about James Woods?
I like him on Twitter.
I like James Woods in Vampires after he beats up the priest, and then he makes fun of him for getting beat up.
You follow him on Twitter?
I think so.
He's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's constantly in Twitter jail. So.
Yeah. The movie is Digstown. an old boxing movie. Not an old boxing movie. Old to some people, but it's about Lou Gossett Jr. is like a washed up boxer, but he was great. James Woods enters into a bet that Lou Gossett Jr. can knock out 10 men in 24 hours. And it's great. It's good flick. It's how dare you?
I'm not knocking the movie. I'm just you're kind of overselling it here. I mean, to say it's one of the best movies.
Maybe you need to watch it again. How many times have you even watched it?
Once.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an expert on Digstown. I've watched it at least 10 times.
Okay. All right. Those are Shawshank numbers, man.
Yeah, well, I like watching that Charles Make 'em Diggs guy twitch. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
All right. So we got the Smollett thing, of course, is big news, I guess, because Jussie Smollett is such an insufferable pile of trash. He would fake hate crime. He would cause he wouldn't pay enough for it either, because $3,000 is way too cheap for a fake hate crime.
Yeah.
And then he gets special treatment from the prosecutor. And that looks like, have you looked into that? Kim Davis, I think.
Man, it's hard to really get down to the bottom of it because there's so much conspiracy following. I mean, so I'm not sure where the conspiracy ends, but the bottom line is there has to be some underhanded crap going on. Because, I mean, how do you get away? I mean, it sounds like there was more evidence to come, like evidence that hadn't even been out yet.
They'd barely even investigated it by the time this thing got tossed.
It's And then the thing that pisses me off the most is the fact that they're actually, now the Empire Cast, which is the show that he was on, is actually trying to get Fox to bring him back. So what's up with that?
Maybe they need... Do you know where I can hire some Nigerians?
Actually, yeah. So I'm pretty disappointed in that whole thing. But I mean, I've boycotted the show completely anyway.
Not Kim Davis, Kim Fox. Kim Davis was the. Thank you, by the way, Siren Jag, for pointing this out. Kim Davis was the one who wouldn't give the marriage licenses. Don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But she was the one who wouldn't give the marriage licenses. No, Kim Fox was the one.
Kim Fox, right.
And she was, she dropped it. The prosecutors, what? Go away. Out. Okay, anyway. The prosecutors bar in Illinois wrote a nasty letter to Kim Fox. That was great. You know, I really don't care about most of this stuff, but good Lord. Sorry, did you see someone was like jihading the chat?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh my God. So anyway.
Yeah.
This isn't. All right. But I don't have too much for this subject because it's not. A lot of people want
for the Kim Fox subject or the whole
Jussie
thing.
Smollett in general.
Yeah. No.
It's like, okay, a fake hate crime is a fake hate crime, and who cares?
Okay, so the thing that ticks me off is this, though. I mean, just in all fairness. So, black people have dealt with some really, really crappy things over the history in America. I mean, I think we could all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, though, you can be, this is the greatest country in the world, right? You can be anything you want to be in America today. I've been all over the world. It's the greatest thing going. Okay, there's not a country I would choose to be over this one. Right. The problem is that if you look for something hard enough, you'll find it. And I feel like people like Jussie Smollett have created more racist than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, there were people who were at this place where they're just like, you know what? I don't care. I really don't. If you show up, you go to work, you take care of your family, you take care of your business, whatever. But then you have this entire group of people who are just looking for an opportunity or something to scream and to cry about, right? And it's so frustrating to me because people like Jussie Smollett set our country back, I mean, just 50 years with their stupidity, you know?
Right.
And this could have caused a major event, right? I mean,
I'm glad it didn't, but it definitely, I mean, the way, the tenuous nature of I guess, race relations in cities like Chicago, of a history. I mean, that's where the 68, the Watts riots were, right? Back in...
No, the Watts riots were...
Is that not Chicago?
No, that was South Central. Yeah.
Who even cares about proper history? I'm going to say it was in Chicago.
Sure. Well, why not?
No, you've got any major urban area. You've got different areas of the city that you've got some that are, you know, well integrated or whatever, but then you've got others that are pretty racially segregated. Naturally so. I'm not saying that there's some sort of effort in doing it, but people congregate into their like groups. And so you'll have neighborhoods in large cities that are predominantly black, predominantly white, predominantly Hispanic. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to set off severe violence between, you know, those types of communities.
Right.
When things are on a hairpin, especially when you've got issues with, we'll say low income neighborhoods specifically, where crime tends to congregate anyway. Sure. But we don't need a race riot in Chicago because some gay little actor was feeling unimportant for a little bit.
And the thing that ticks me off is, so I went on, I had a discussion about this on my channel, must have been about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And of course, people immediately said that I was homophobic. And I was like, look, it's not his sexual orientation that I have an issue with. It's his actions that I have an issue with.
Right.
I don't care what the guy does. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, the fact that he attempted to paint an entire group of people, Trump supporters, as being racist.
Right.
Ticked me off. And the fact that if you're going to lie to me, at least make it a good one.
Right.
Don't give me this bullcrap lie. I mean, come on. Don't piss on my head and call it rain. You know? If you're going to give me a lie, at least make me feel like you went way out to come up with something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? Oh, well, I was walking out of Subway at 2:00 in the morning and I was attacked by two white guys with a noose in their hand and at 30 below. and talking about, aren't you that bleep expletive, sorry,
yeah.
From Empire. First off, what redneck do you know that's ever watched Empire? First off, you think your show is that big?
The only believable part of the story was that it was white guys in 30 below.
Yeah, because most black people wouldn't be out at 30
not
below.
Not a chance. Not a chance. Way too smart to be out at 30 below.
Yeah.
Muggings have to decrease dramatically at 30 below.
Yeah, pretty much. I tell you, you know, and it's funny because and bleach. Sorry. Oh, yeah, and bleach. So they're carrying bleach and a noose. As if anybody in Chicago knows how to tie a proper noose. Come on. It's 13 loops, people. 13 loops.
Good Lord. Is it really? It's 13?
It's 13 loops.
I had no idea.
Well.
Zero idea how many loops.
And you say you're from Texas.
We just buy them wholesale at the Target.
At the Target.
You just go up and you got your $9 noose, you got your $12 noose.
I'm allergic to rope, so.
All right, but no, I mean, okay, so the Kim Fox thing, of course, is a big deal. It is a big deal. Will it be pursued? I don't know. Who knows? What do you do? Normally, I'm in favor of a prosecutor not wanting to go after someone. Yeah, that's my natural reaction. Is, oh, good, the state's staying out of it.
The FBI supposedly is picking up the case.
Yeah.
But of course, nothing happens with nothing happens with the FBI very quickly. So
no, they take a long time.
They do.
Yeah, well, like Mueller. Mueller's emblematic of the FBI. Over 2 years of
$30 million.
2 years of nothing.
Nick, what could we have done with 2 years and $30 million? We could have investigated everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could investigate something.
Well,
some really good whiskey.
I'll investigate anything they want me to for $30 million. Heck yeah. I'm all
Don't
over
say
it.
that. Don't say that. They will put you on a special team and you'll be investigating something gross for $30 million.
You know, I've done worse for less, so.
All right. Let's see. Let me read some of these chats and then we'll drop into the next subject. What is the next? Oh, this parking ticket thing. This is cool.
That's kind of interesting.
This is cool. Okay. Eduardo Ramirez says Death Grips Evangelion OP should be in the next movie. Maybe. I haven't heard their Evangelion. Sorry. You guys like your jelly, I guess. Ajit Thomas says my name is pronounced Ajit Thomas. Get it right. 1 out of 2. Non-spoiler endgame advice incoming. There are no mid-credits or post-credits scenes for endgame. When the credits come, that's it. You just have to soak everything in. There, I saved y'all 10 minutes of your time. Now everyone knows. Enjoy. So there you go. I sit through the credits anyway. My wife and I look at people's names and make fun of them. Do you ever do that?
Oh.
I always look for the guy the name is like, it's like Richard, in quotes, Rusty Behringer or something. And you find the stupidest nickname you can. Or you find the most like racist, obviously racist nickname because they've got some guy from like Singapore with a whole bunch of syllables. And then it's like, and in quotes like, Jim.
You win. Clearly, you watch movies on an entirely different level than I do.
Oh yeah, you gotta judge the credits. You gotta judge every single.
So you've watched this movie 10 times. Did you watch it all the way through the credits all 10 times?
No.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say that's pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Bob the Troll King says, "Gentlemen, I hope you have a great night. I got work in 3 hours. Lol. Also, what is your favorite beer?" I'm not a beer drinker, but the best one that I've had was an Allagash. Got the bottle somewhere in here, but it's aged in bourbon barrels. And I had like a 750 milliliter bottle of it. It looked like a bottle of bourbon. It was great. I drank that thing. That was good. But it was still beer though. It's very filling. So, yeah, anyway, what are you guys talking about? Okay, anyway, if you're talking about me screwing up on the Watts riots being in Chicago, I apologize, but that's not the 1992 LA riots. I was alive for those. The Watts riots were in 65 in LA. I got them mixed up. I apologize. Okay, Maurice Bao says, "Hey Nick, can you tell me the steps and what it takes to become a lawyer? Like, what do I have to do? What are the requirements? What does it take?" Well, leave out all the child sacrifice and all that stuff. The basic gist in America is that you go to college and get a 4-year degree. It doesn't matter what 4-year degree you get. Then you go to law school. So to get into law school, you have to take your LSAT, your LSAT test, which they do them several times a year at all different places. You go and you take your LSAT score. If your LSAT score is high enough and your GPA is high enough from your undergrad, then you take it and apply to law schools. If your LSAT score sucks, you take it again, I guess. I don't do things twice. You? Except for watch movies, but
no, not particularly. No.
Yeah, I like to nail it out on the first try.
Yeah,
that's horrible to do tests twice.
Yeah, but if you in California, all you have to do is you could just take your bar exam, right?
No, they remove. That's from. They used to have it that way.
Okay,
but now there are some states where you can do a legal apprenticeship.
Okay. Is California still one of those?
I think so.
Okay.
And I guess that's what you could do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Law school seems valuable, but I guess if you could get an apprenticeship and get paid for it, that'd be better rather than paying someone else for it.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. So you take your LSAT, you go to law school, you graduate from law school, which takes 3 years if you're full time, 4 years if you're part time, and then you go take your bar exam. You pass the bar exam, and then you get sworn. You take that score, and you go apply to whatever jurisdiction you're looking to be sworn into, typically where you live, and that's it. That's it. So, yeah, that's how you become a lawyer. It's great. And it's like $200,000 of school to get there. When you combine undergrad plus law school. So
that's small. But...
Have fun with that one. Merry Christmas. You're welcome. You either pay for it or you get a whole lot of loans. Or you get scholarships. That's how that goes. Alex says, during yesterday's stream, Null taught us about the concept of jury nullification, how it is the forbidden fruit of the legal world, and that must not be mentioned. Can you give us a PSA on what it is? I can. And why it is kept on the down low. Jury nullification. How should I answer this? Should I answer this honestly, or should I answer this like a social justice warrior?
Why don't you do both?
Okay, jury nullification is a racist system in which white people being tried for murdering black people, or for white men raping black women, to have a white jury decide that it's not a crime and to let them off. And I'm not kidding you. If you talk about jury nullification on Twitter, you will invariably run into someone who says this, that that's what it's about, that that's what jury nullification is. But the idea of jury nullification is simple. We can only get prosecuted for crimes in the U.S. as long as we ask for a jury trial by being convicted by a jury of our peers, right? Yeah. And so jury nullification is this great system where the people who are sitting in that jury box have the option to say, you know what? The outcome of this crime, prosecuting this crime, is unjust. Like, say the guy, this guy wasn't charged, I don't think, or he was let off right away. But
right.
The guy walked in on someone else assaulting his daughter, his young child, and he beat the guy to death. Well, that guy shouldn't go to jail for murder. He should get a medal.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the appropriate place for jury nullification. Or, for example, if you've got like a single parent or whatever, and they get caught with a small amount of marijuana and a gun, and they want to put them in prison for like 3 years and take their kids away.
Well, like that lady in Pennsylvania, what she had a carry. Okay, wait, she had a carry permit in Pennsylvania, but she crossed over into New Jersey.
Oh yeah, and she got arrested.
And she got pulled over, and she told the police officer that she had a gun in the car, thinking that she was okay because she had her permit. And yeah, so she spent a long time in jail, and her kids ended up getting
tossed around foster care. That's fine. No big deal. Who cares?
Man,
who cares about that?
So those are the types of situations you're talking about. I mean,
right.
but what about that? Okay, that one movie. Golly, what was it? A Time to Kill with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So a similar situation, but that, I mean, I rooted for the guy. Yeah, but I mean, he walked in the courtroom and went just postal on these guys.
Oh, clearly it was murder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but it's tough though, right? It's tough because you knew those guys were going to get off.
Yep.
And justice wasn't necessarily going to be served, so he took justice into his own hands. But,
right. So that's the purpose of jury nullification.
Right.
Is for situations where the outcome of prosecuting a crime, where all of the facts line up with the law, person's guilty. Samuel L. Jackson walks into that courtroom, he pulls out a rifle and just guns those guys down. He's definitely guilty of doing it. Right. But it wouldn't be just to put him in prison after what they did to his daughter. That's the whole idea. So yeah, jury nullification. It's the simple idea that the jury can, and you only need one. Remember this, if you're ever on jury duty, you only need one person to ruin the entire thing. All you have to do is sit there and say, you know what? No.
I think the act of voir dire has got to be one of the most under-discussed portions of our judicial system, isn't it?
I learned everything about voir dire from Devil's Advocate. I learned that Keanu Reeves will whisper in my ear who to pick every time.
Has he? Has he?
He does. He shows up in court and he's like, that one. Not that one. Definitely not that one. Probably that one. Probably Keanu. So McGurd, I'm in the big time, says RE nullification. The father in Texas who caught the guy molesting his daughter and beat him to death. I believe that case was tried but nullified to no one's displeasure. Happened maybe 8 years ago. Okay, so maybe that was jury nullification. I thought they just went ahead and dropped the charges on him. But either way, good. Any dad on earth would understand exactly why the pedo's dead.
Right.
So
that's a risk I'd be willing to take.
Excuse me. Okay. So that's the Smollett, off the Smollett case for a while now. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says fire your current producer and hire a new one. Oh man, I'll fire myself. He got no billed by a grand jury. Thank you, bad player. Okay, so here's what I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it. Anyway, jury nullification. Good job. Do it. Learn it, love it, live it. Start protesting laws that are bad with jury nullification. You want legal weed? Start nullifying every weed conviction. Waste the court's money on every weed charge. If we can get a man on the inside of every jury, we can get legal weed real quick. Jury nullify that to death. Okay. What are we doing next? Oh yeah, the parking thing. Hold on. I gotta pull up the I am not prepared for this at all. I have no document. I got a trigger warning here. This article is from NPR. Just for those of you who might be offended by it. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought they had an advertisement for bleach in the sidebar. Yeah, it turns out it was something different. Sorry. Okay, so you see this article. I don't have the article pulled up for the stream, but that's okay. Court says using chalk on tires for parking enforcement violates the Constitution. This is great. I don't know if this is true. Okay, I don't know if this is I know this is true, but I'm gonna make a prediction here. I have not read the story.
Okay, so you're not convinced that the article is...
No, I'm convinced the article is true, but I'm going to make a prediction about the reasoning that the court used.
Okay.
With having no knowledge of it.
Okay.
In 2010, there's a Supreme Court case. It started in 2006. It's U.S. v. Jones.
Okay.
Scalia wrote the opinion in U.S. v. Jones, and I'm really mad at Scalia for it. Unless they used U.S. v. Jones to come to this conclusion, And if they did, then Scalia was way smarter than I give him credit for. Okay? Here we go. So the reason I would say it, so US v. Jones is this weird case where the cops got a search warrant. Cops got a search warrant for a guy's car. They wanted to trace a guy's car, right? So they had a GPS device. And so they affixed the GPS device to the bottom side of the car while it was parked.
Yeah.
And then he drove around. They tracked him by GPS. They had a warrant, but they affixed the GPS device one day after the warrant expired. For whatever reason, they just couldn't get there in time. They fixed the GPS device later. Well, the court, Scalia himself, ruled that that was unconstitutional, an impermissible violation of the Fourth Amendment search and seizure, which I would like them to just rule that tracking someone by GPS at all is an impermissible violation of the Fourth Amendment without a warrant. However, he did it on grounds that attaching the device to the car was a physical trespass to the car. It was a trespass to chattels. And so because there was a trespass, they violated his property right, and therefore that was an impermissible violation of the Fourth Amendment. I'm mad at that ruling because by the time they ruled on it, they don't need to affix anything to your car to track you. They can just go ahead and track you by your phone or your car's GPS system or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah. So, but I'm thinking they're saying that putting the chalk on the tires is a trespass to the car that you own. And therefore it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Right.
So,
are we taking bets that is the...
No, I'm just explaining. I'm doing my job and explaining the relevant current case law on why GPS searches violate the Fourth Amendment without a warrant.
You're lawsplaining the interwebs.
I do that sometimes.
I like it. Okay.
So the next time parking enforcement officers use chalk to mark your tires, they might be acting unconstitutionally. A federal appeals court ruled Monday that chalking is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Case was brought by Allison Taylor, a Michigan woman whom the court describes as a frequent recipient of parking tickets. I'm so glad the court has put that label on this chick. The city of Saginaw, Michigan, like countless other cities in the country, uses chalk to mark the tires of cars to enforce time limits on parking. By the time Taylor received her 15th citation in just a few years, she decided to go after the city and specifically after parking enforcement officer Tabitha Hoskins. Hoskins, Taylor alleged in her lawsuit, was a prolific chalker. It's a real article.
Only on NPR.
Let's see. Prolific chalker. Every single one of Taylor's 15 tickets was issued by Hoskins after she marked the tire with chalk and then circled back to see if Taylor's car had moved. That chalking, Taylor argued, was unconstitutional. Quote, trespassing upon a privately owned vehicle parked on a public street to place a chalk mark to begin gathering information to ultimately impose a government sanction is unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment or Fourth Amendment. I called it. It's a trespass to the vehicle. Taylor's lawyer, Philip Ellison, wrote in a court filing. Bensum 911 says, talk about how the general public don't even deal with lawyers. The court is a necessary good evil, but it's alien to those who don't use it. I'll do that in a minute. The three-judge panel at the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit unanimously agreed. Chalking tires is a kind of trespass, Judge Bernice Donald wrote for the panel, and it requires a warrant. The decision affects the Sixth Circuit, which includes Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Fourth Amendment protects from unreasonable searches and seizures. To determine whether a violation has occurred, the court first asks whether the government's conduct counts as a search. So, if so, it asks whether the search was reasonable. The court found that chalking is indeed a search for purposes of the Fourth Amendment. Because government, this is, like, I'm laughing at this. This is a great ruling. This is exactly what I want. This is the most reasonable ruling. Oh, and here it comes. I was wrong on the year, but that's okay.
God rest his soul.
Amendment because government officials physically trespass upon a constitutionally protected area to obtain information, just as the Supreme Court ruled in 2012. And that article is Antoine Jones. USP Jones. Attaboy. Scalia, you beautiful dead scumbag. I love you. Why? How did you know? How did you know that this was coming? I really wanted. I was so mad. I wrote my paper, my law school long paper, my journal, on USV Jones.
Wow.
Because I was like, this decision sucks because they just ignore the fact that they're tracing you throughout a whole day.
Right.
And some of the other stuff in there is terrible. Like Scalia says, well, if you're on a public street, I might run into you. It's like, yeah, but you might not follow me.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
But then Scalia comes out. Who'd have known? 7 years later, the post-mortem decision.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh,
so you hadn't read this already?
Had no idea.
Wow.
No idea.
Wow.
My uncle sent it to me, and I said, you know what? If there's a way that they're saying chalk on tires, it's got to be USV Jones. It's the only thing I can think of. And then that beautiful, he left a worthy legacy, ruining chalking on tires.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
You beautiful dead scumbag. Wow.
You like Scalia when you like him and you hate him when you hate him. That's all I gotta say. Mostly I like him.
Yeah. I think he was, for the most part, in a part.
Yeah. His decision in Heller, though, pisses me off. These assault rifles, they're probably not protected. We're just talking about handguns here. Wait, what? Scalia. Heller was his chance. Overturn the NFA.
Yeah.
Give me my machine guns.
Right.
Put them back into production and put them at my local store.
We had that discussion the other day about with Mr. Producer as to whether or not he thought that he believes that once a person serves their time that they should be allowed to own guns again.
Maybe. It depends on the crime, I think.
And
I think saying any violent felony or any felony at all.
He believes that if a person is still violent enough where they can't be trusted on the street, then they should not be out on the street, let alone have a gun.
I see the argument, but part of that punishment is like probation, and actually part of the punishment is the removal of the right. But I think it's bogus for all felonies to remove gun ownership.
I agree with that. I'm just not quite ready to say that some scumbag that is, a domestic abuser, that he should be, allowed to own guns after he's already proven that he's a hothead. I don't know. But of course, I don't know. I just don't. But I get it. I don't like the idea of the government being able to decide who can and who cannot exercise their constitution. Right.
Right now, I just want to clarify the right. I want to do that first.
Right.
And then I'll worry about the people who are removed from it by prison. I want the shall not be infringed part to go ahead and just be put right back in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just want to be able to own suppressors. Can't even do that.
I don't even want a suppressor. I want the loudest fully automatic gun possible. I want the second guy to hear the first guy get annihilated.
Destroyed. Okay.
I want his ears ringing as he runs away in terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose. I could see. There's a time and a place for that.
The Big Red Bear says, are you going to go all sovereign citizen on us now, Nick? First chalking, then tickets. It'd be amazing. Even regular taxes. Not because I think it's a good idea. It's rancid. I just like watching the world burn a little. No, it's a great idea to screw over parking tickets. You know, that cop wants to prove you're there for 2 hours? Sit there for 2 hours. In every other crime, they'd have to sit there for 2 hours.
They have to be there. But the cool part about it is they're watching you. They can't watch me at the same time on the other street.
Exactly.
So yeah, take one for the team, Nick.
Exactly. No. I want everybody getting robbed while I'm getting a parking ticket. I want to show just how purposeless those allocation of resources is.
Yeah. Wow. They're gonna have to hire like 20,000 more meter maids. You could already see that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna hire like that'd be a perfect job for people ex-cons.
Meter maid.
Make them sit there and watch cars.
I think they'd be boosting cars. This guy's not coming back for 3 hours. Just hop in and roll off.
I think it'd be perfect. I think it would be absolutely perfect.
What is happening to your camera? Your camera keeps going all over the place out of focus. No, it's not. I mean, there's nothing on the camera you can do.
Is it me?
It's just decide. No, I don't know. It's just deciding that you don't exist sometimes.
I suppose. I don't think this camera was made for black people.
Is that camera made in Nigeria?
I bet you it is. I bet you it is. Yeah.
Oh gosh, what a waste.
Wow.
Okay, let me catch up on a couple of these chats real quick, and then we can move. I guess we can move on to the Duck Commander.
Oh gosh.
Do you guys want to hear about the Duck Commander? Oh my goodness. Andrew War Snowboard says Jim wants on to teach Q how to live stream. Blaine 20 says gay and late. Blaine 20 says Quiznos was the bomb. They don't have any anywhere near me anymore. They don't have many anywhere anymore.
No.
DCV Titan says you jump a mother effer. If you're not stealing his sub, at the very least you stomp it so he ain't having it. Squish that sub. Squish that sub. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says Firehouse Subs is my favorite. Try it. There's not one anywhere near my house.
Okay, so real quick, let me address this. Okay, people, I'm not black. I'm Sandy Beige 42. We established this a long time ago. The T-shirts are coming out. They're being printed right now. But yes, it's Sandy Beige 42. Make sure you get it right. Thank you. I just had to get that off my chest. I mean, there's been a lot of people. Are there people suggesting that you're black? They are. They blind.
Oh my goodness, guys!
I don't know what's wrong with this camera.
I thought I had a good, decent chat, and they're in here just failing to make the distinguishment. Sandy Beige 42.
Sandy Beige 42. Get it right, people.
Come on. AG says, big fan since Tonka Fire. First time donor. Keep on the fight. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Sakaki Onsai says, nothing beats Herberts and Gerberts in Wilmer. Herberts and Gerberts is okay.
In Wilmer?
Yeah, well...
okay.
The person must be from around here.
Only because they give you that piece of bread.
Yeah, they give you the bread guts.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a cool.
The bread guts are good.
Yeah.
DCV Titan says Smollett would enjoy getting smacked by a footlong. So there we go. That's all right.
Moving on.
Richard Wetfuss says 3,000 isn't even SAG rate. Screen Actors Guild. Oh my gosh. Come on. McGurd, I'm in the big time, says, you know what's repugnant? License plate readers deployed on cars. Yes! Driving through streets and parking lots 24/7. They're operated by private companies who sell the data to law enforcement databases. Retroactive surveillance now possible. McGurd, you're reading my mind. I wrote about that in my law school paper. The whole thing. Cops don't need, or the government doesn't need to track people by GPS anymore. They're able to follow them in all sorts of crazy ways. I actually referenced Enemy of the State. I referenced a Will Smith movie in my senior law school paper. That was a good flick. How many times did you watch Enemy of the State?
Never seen it.
You never saw it?
Never seen it. No.
Yeah, it's a good movie. For 1999 or whatever.
I'll have to watch it now.
All right. Let's see. Darkman McEdgeface says you can automatically dismiss just about anything someone says if they are from Sony. Why would you disclose that? That's a good one. Yeah. Kyle Fairchild says, love Rekieta Law at night. You are my nightly listen after I get off work. I don't even follow comics, but lawfully I'm interested in hobby Invasion SJW. Well, we got comics, we got anime, and we've got tabletop role-playing games. So, I hope to keep you guys updated on Frog God, Frog God games, and to let you guys know what's going on with that as the situation develops. Original Soulborn says, what are your thoughts on people saying the Mueller report is a store of information that can only indict a private citizen, not a sitting president, and the idea this is to dodge the Supreme Court? I have no idea. I think the people who are saying that probably have no idea either. The thinking is you can't indict a sitting president. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true at all. No, they don't indict sitting presidents, and it might be a policy decision of the DOJ, but they haven't actually ruled that. Maybe the idea is to dodge the Supreme Court. I don't know. If they're thinking they're going to indict Trump after he is done, good luck. Good luck. Seems like that's a terrible plan. Also, good job. Yeah. What we should go ahead and do is put in jail the people who were in office before us. That seems like a great start on your administration. Remember the hubbub from the Democrats over Trump's line that Clinton would be in jail?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, if he would have gotten into office and immediately put Clinton in jail, it would have been a terrible, terrible... The Democrats would actually be doing much better than they are today.
Well, no. So the worst of it was that she asked him during a debate whether or not he would challenge the election or challenge the results of the election, and he says, "Well, I can't say one way or another." She lost it. She's. I can't believe that he would do that. Peaceful transfer of power is one of the founding pieces of our democracy. And I'm looking at this and I'm watching this. What has been peaceful about this transfer of power? I mean, it's been absolute cluster, you know what, from the start to finish.
Oh yeah. Before the start.
Yeah, I mean,
they were wiretapping. Just some of the offices in Trump Tower, so they say, right? Just a couple, because there's just some foreign communication we just really wanted to look into. Right. That's how it goes, isn't it? That's how it always starts. Let's see.
Not the camera, y'all. It's the lighting in here. It was not made for sandy beige people.
And you got the hat.
Maybe I should.
If I had.
No. See, I need a haircut. So, and plus, I want to. There we go. We'll do that.
If I put a light directly on your face, like I was interrogating you, the camera might like you better.
Maybe. It's possible. Possible.
Blaine 20 says, "Cursed is the man who hangs from a tree. 13 equals curse." So there you go. I guess that's the 13 loops.
Yeah.
I guess.
Absolutely.
Bob the Troll King says, "Gentlemen, I hope you have a great night. I've got work in 3 hours." Oh wait, I already read that one. Cabot Link says, "Great credits names are the reason I go into crime dramas. Dick Wolf, dude." Attaboy. Yellow Flash 2 says, "Ask Q if he will consider donating to the Mars Girl oil change and cat food GoFundMe. It helps keep her 92 escort and 8 cats purring." Oh, let me just preview that, and then we'll do the Duck Commander segment in a second. Tomorrow night, we've got me, Yellow Flash, Iron Liz, and Medicare. And we are going to compliment and say only very nice and good things about Mars Girl. It is going to be the nicest, friendliest stream I've ever done. So, there you go. We're gonna have all good things to say. So definitely come tomorrow to watch us four have a reasoned, well intentioned discussion about Mars Girl. So that should be interesting. Do you know who Mars Girl is?
Yes. That's the one that came after Dick.
Yeah, she's the little.
I'm not sure what I can say about her without you getting you in trouble, so
I'm trying to find an appropriate fruit to call her. Got nothing. God, she's hideous.
Yeah.
Just ugly.
Like dragon fruit. No, that might be. That's too exotic.
What's that one gnarly looking fruit that you're not supposed to eat? They sell them in stores, I think, for like a completely different purpose.
Like a gourd?
No, but it looks like a. I don't even know. God, they're ugly. Like her. This chick had she seriously. She's been a YouTube personality for 10 years. And she had to do a crowdfunding for oil change.
For an oil change? Like, would she drive a Maserati or what?
Have you ever thought about asking the internet to pay for your oil change?
What, does she drive a Maserati?
I mean, she's not. I assume she didn't get enough. I assume it's a durian. Durian fruit. There you go. Well, the chat knows about durians.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Guys, I think durian might be the most known fruit in this chat. That was amazing.
I'm pretty sure.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It's like if a monkey and a roach had a baby. Monkey roach.
No, I can't. I imagine she couldn't pay for the.
They would eat durians.
She couldn't do the oil change.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Did she raise enough money?
No, I don't think so.
Wow, so she doesn't have much of a following then.
And her cat died.
Oh, poor thing.
Because she couldn't crowdfund another life for her cat.
Oh, wow.
I think she had to crowdfund cat food one time.
It couldn't happen to a nicer person.
She had to crowdfund cat food.
Maybe she's eating the cat food.
It's $10 for a big bag.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
What a horrible person.
Yeah. That's yeah. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Kyle Fairchild says also not comics but anime. Yellow Flash 2 said I had to take the GRE twice. It was horrible. That's why I don't take things twice. Take them once. Siren Jag says Sandy Beige 42. It must be from one of those black sand beaches like Reynisfjara or Stocksness in Iceland, or maybe Kiwaki Bay. Or come on, I'm not reading all these Hawaiian words, or the state park in Hawaii. This Justice chat was just to hear Nick butcher the names because it amuses me.
Are you not entertained?
I'm gonna unmod you, Siren Jag. I'm gonna unmod you. All right, let me do this. How do I? Trying to figure out how I can bring this thing up. I want to bring up the over us. I can do this. I have the technology. Hold on. I just want to be able to bring up this stupid letter from the duck command. Bear with me, y'all. We're going to bring up the duck commander's little letter here. You won't be able to see this, but I don't have a solution for that. So
I read it earlier.
All right. So let me preface this with I kind of like the Duck Dynasty guys just fine. I don't care. I don't have any problem with the Duck Dynasty guys. I defended Phil Robertson when he said that the black people he knew pre-Jim Crow were just fine. They're happy. Or during Jim Crow. Did you see that?
Oh, I did.
Well, let me put the statement in context, because the media, and I just took it out of context. The media took it out of context. What he was saying was, in rural Louisiana, everybody was poor, and there wasn't a city structure to enforce segregation. So the people that he knew growing up, both white and black, were poor, but they had their families and they were happy on the land.
Right.
These weren't black people in Birmingham, right?
Right.
Like this is rural Louisiana,
right?
And everybody has nothing, and there is no structure. It's just families next to each other.
Sure.
That's what he was saying, and of course the media takes it out and says, all this that he's like the most racist person on the planet. And for a while, I tried to defend him, but people don't listen. They don't want to hear that. It's harder. That's a harder question.
No, you're not going to stop people from being pissed off when they want to be pissed off.
Right.
So
Skeet Meat says, reading the 1980 New Teen Titans book made me appreciate the effort they put in the story back in the good old days than what they put into the majority of modern comics. Nick, I recommend reading Flex Mentalo by Grant Morrison. I'll think about it. Let me go ahead and put this out. I blocked out the addresses, but she sent them both to the wrong address.
You redacted it.
I redacted them anyway.
Nice.
But both of the addresses that she used were incorrect. So I only have my email courtesy copy. I don't actually have a physical copy, and it's probably not even coming. Well, maybe weeks from now when the mail forwarding gets around to it.
Right.
But so I found out that this Oklahoma law firm cannot dox me effectively. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Let me read this. So April 24th, this was yesterday. Well, I guess it was today. We just transcended into April 24th, 2 minutes ago. RE Duck Commander LLC, Intellectual Property Matters, our reference number. Well, your reference number can eat a bullet. Dear Mr. Rekieta. Dear Mr. Rekieta. I'm an attorney for Duck Commander LLC, Duck Commander, headquartered in West Monroe, Louisiana. As you likely know, Duck Commander was the inspiration for the popular reality TV series Duck Dynasty. How's that popularity doing right now? Have you guys heard of Duck Commander or Duck Dynasty in the past 8 years? Because I literally forgot they existed up until 2 days ago. And I say 2 days ago, you'll see why in just a second. Featuring the Robertson family. Duck Commander owns a number of trademarks, including one for Fear the Beard, for use in connection with, among other things, clothing. I've attached a copy of the company's registration. I'm not going to pull that up, but she did. Recently, it has come to our client's attention. Did it come to your client's attention? That's an interesting line. That you are promoting Fear the Beard clothing, apparently a reference to Ty Beard. I spoke to Mr. Beard. Guys, this is how smart this attorney was. She sent this letter to Ty first. She sent the letter to Ty and accused Ty of selling Fear the Beard merchandise on the Beard, Harris, Bullock, and Hughes website. I'm not even kidding. Accused Ty of selling Fear the Beard merch on his attorney website. They didn't even look, apparently. So Ty got it first. All right. I spoke to Mr. Beard on the phone yesterday. She neglected to mention she also sent him a letter. I understand that you are a free speech advocate. That's right. That's right. And that you have a large YouTube following. Well, I don't know. Modest. I can be humble. Be humble. As such, I am sure you notice what's happening here. This is not worded meanly, is it? No, this is not a huge flex here. I'm sure you understand that there are distinctions between free speech and trademark infringement. Don't talk down to me. In speaking with Mr. Beard, he indicated that the Fear the Beard clothing being offered was fan-based support that was affiliated in some way with your show, but was uncertain as to the level of your involvement. He speculated that it was likely no one had done any type of trademark search and that you may have been unaware of our client's registration. You know who else is unaware of your client's registration? Literally everybody. Literally everybody. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too. Obviously, you or your supporters are free to sell merchandise in support of whatever cause you're interested in. Look at her. Look at her filling pages.
Right.
What a waste of words.
Well, she has to justify the $12,000 she's going to charge them for writing this letter. So.
Yeah. But not to infringe on the trademarks of others in doing so. I'm sure you understand that as a trademark owner, Duck Commander must be diligent. Remember this. Must be diligent in protecting its brands. If they're not, the trademarks are weakened and won't be around for the next generation of fans to enjoy. The next generation of Duck Commander fans!
We didn't even make it through a single generation.
The next generation. They're coming back!
Like, yeah. It's
coming back!
Dead.
Oh, you know what? If there's a brand that's hot on the horizon, it's Duck Commander LLC.
Absolutely.
Oh my good God.
Absolutely. I think I saw some of their merch at a Walmart outlet store like a couple months ago. I was driving through Elmberg, Missouri.
Only
wow.
Missouri would have an outlet store for Walmart.
I mean, Jesus criminy. Really?
As a courtesy, I wanted to let you know that we've contacted Teespring with a takedown request. They took down my shirt. They took it down. And have since received notice that the site has removed the content on the following page, which does appear to have been associated with you. Look at these censors. If you are selling this merchandise elsewhere, we're asking that you stop. We're asking. They know what's coming. We're asking that you stop immediately and that you refrain from any future use of the Duck Commander mark without authorization. If you are not responsible for the infringing clothing, please let us know right away so we can redirect our enforcement to those responsible. In any case, I'm going to send him after my artist. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Tillip. Just kidding. In any case, now that you are aware of our client's trademark registration, we will ask that you cease promotion of the infringing clothing through your website or social media platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just go ahead and make an announcement. I have a feeling, and Miss Rachel Blue, I'll be talking to you very soon about this. I have a feeling the Fear the Beard shirts might be making a triumphant return. And when they do, I think I'm going to make like 5 different ones. And we're just going to have a whole bunch of them available.
I'm not shaving the rest of the year. Absolutely. I'm going to get me one of those in extra small.
Now, let's talk about, have you ever heard the term genericide?
No.
Genericide is when your brand becomes so generic because you fail to defend it that it goes ahead and you lose your trademark. Now I'm gonna ask the chat. Chat, hit me up here. Help me out. When you hear Fear the Beard, who do you associate it with? Other than Ty Beard.
James Harden.
James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden's a good one. Good answer. What was it?
Turner? Josh Turner?
Josh Turner? Is it? No, Justin Turner. Justin Turner. Baseball. Fear the Beard. Long before Duck Commander's trademark registration. Trademark registration on Fear the Beard for Duck Commander was in 2011. Justin Turner had Fear the Beard going back to the early 2000s. Definitely had it in 2009.
Yeah.
Queen Nita says, permission to trademark Cuck Dynasty Fears the Beard t-shirts. Oh, that's great. All right, here. I'm going to do, I've gone ahead and I've done a search. I've done a search for Fear the Beard t-shirt on Amazon.com. All right, I'm gonna bring this over to you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'll just go ahead and pull this up. Look at how well they're doing. Look at how well they're doing.
Wow.
Look at this. These are James Harden. Well, I think that's a Harden shirt. Yeah, Fear the Beard Harden basketball, Houston t-shirt tee. Funny Fear the Beard t-shirt. Fear the Beard t-shirt with James Harden's face on it. Another Harden shirt. Grunt Style selling Fear the Beard shirts. You might not be able to see it with the resolution, but it's in the beard. It says Fear the Beard there. We've got Fear the Beard on a freaking dog. The Schnauzer lover shirts, Fear the Beard. Got Fear the Beard skeleton. Bearded skeletons now. Oh my goodness. Fear the Beard German wire-haired pointer. Fear the Bearded dragon. Oh my god. So we've got an erotic fiction, Fear the Beard, the Dixie Warden Rejects Volume 2. I'm sorry. Never Fear, Ginger Beard is here. Fear the Beard. Okay, is my point getting across? There are 7 pages. There's 7 pages of this. 7 pages of results from Amazon. Oh, I just have Vine Fresh tees? I don't even have all of them yet. Oh, wait, there. No, I didn't have just the Vine Fresh tees. Now there is a Duck Commander shirt. There is a Duck Commander shirt. Here we go. There is a Duck Commander shirt. Its price is somewhere between $13 and $34.49. They haven't really decided how much it's going to cost. I don't know why the price is between. It's a range. This is how we price things in America. Notice the high quality of the image listed out here on Amazon. And it says it's by Duck Commander. By Duck Commander. But if you go by Duck Commander and look at their products, there you go. Good luck finding it on here. They don't actually do much Fear the Beard stuff. They do a bunch of bobbleheads and duck calls. God, what a disaster. What an absolute disaster. So anyway, here's the problem. Do they own Fear the Beard? Oh, I'm going to do another thing. Let me, while we're here, Fear the Beard. If I type in Fear the Beard, what comes up? Does Duck Commander come up? Brian Wilson baseball. Who started Fear the Beard? Wilson is known for his large black beard, which he began growing during the 2010 pennant race. Fear the Beard, James Harden on a roll. Fear the Beard on Etsy. Oh, well, we know who that is. Hey, Short Round. Look at you. You're out SEOing. The Duck Commander.
Oh my gosh.
Fear the Beard t-shirts on Redbubble, Amazon Fear the Beard, James Harden, Brian Wilson. I mean, it's... Duck Commander isn't anywhere. James Harden, Fear the Beard. NFL Films presents Fear the Beard. Fear the Beard at the Atlantic. Why Fear the Beard is here to stay.
You should call her and tell her she should sue the NFL.
Yeah, that'd be a good look for the Duck Commander. Oh, look at all this Fear the Beard. 66 best Fear the Beard images on Pinterest. Yeah, I think they have a problem.
Yeah, I think
they have a problem. Oh my goodness gracious. Go away. Oh God. Terrible.
How did they ever... So how were they ever able to get I mean, because clearly they weren't the first ones to come up with that.
Well, so the interesting way the trademark works is that
it's whoever got there first.
No, well, I mean, it's whoever registers it, and then if no one contests it, you get the registration.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, trust me, I had heard Fear of the Beard long before I'd ever heard of, and I like to hunt, so I mean, I knew about Duck Commander before they got their show, so. Yeah, absolutely not. I cannot believe that. Wow. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like Duck Dynasty too. I like them just fine. I have no problem with them. I think they're funny.
They're entertaining.
They clearly have done very well for themselves. They marketed a brand.
They've overachieved.
Their brand is Duck Dynasty.
Right.
Fear the Beard. I mean, they may have trademarked it, but I would argue that's a suspect mark in general.
If you were knocking off their duck calls, I could see them being angry with that. But yeah. I mean, come on.
Or if I put it, but Duck Dynasty t-shirt, sure.
You're right. A t-shirt. Come on.
So, I've consulted with my IP attorney, and I will be contacting them tomorrow to see if we can reach an amicable discussion or decision. If we can have an amicable discussion and reach an amicable settlement that will allow us to continue to sell our merchandise. And if they refuse, I'm going to very strongly consider going after canceling their trademark for abandonment and genericide.
You're going after this thing completely, are you?
Yeah, why not? Wouldn't you guys like to learn about how you take away the trademark from a major company? I think that'd make several good shows.
I'd be down.
Yeah. And then yes, we should definitely have a Cuck Dynasty t-shirt. Definitely have a Cuck Dynasty t-shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the great thing, guys. So when you do a trademark cancellation action, the remedy does not include attorney's fees. So the literal worst case scenario is if I lose, I'm out the filing fee. That's it. But they're going to have to argue that they've been diligently protecting their brand when I can show, 7 pages of Fear the Beard apparel on Amazon right now. That's 30 a page, 200 shirts? 200 shirts on Amazon that say Fear the Beard on it.
I think they're just picking on you because you are Sandy Beige friendly.
Probably.
I think that's what it is.
That must be what it is.
It has to be. Yeah. Yeah. That's terrible.
So just so you guys know, we're gonna have fun with this. Unless I talk to her and she's reasonable. Again, I don't have any reason to want to go after the Duck Commander. I don't want to go fight Duck Commander LLC.
Let me know, because
what is this?
Cuck Dynasty is getting printed tomorrow.
Cuck Dynasty is going to be pretty fun. Eagle Loan keeps asking if it falls under the common law, the phrase common usage. You mean? Very possible, very possible. But I don't know. I don't know why you would mess with the internet in this way. Again, I would 100% respect if they were coming after me for saying Duck Dynasty on a shirt. If I put Duck Commander LLC on a shirt or Duck Dynasty or something like that, I got it. Fear the Beard, there's no way they own it. They probably never owned it. That trademark should have been rejected.
Sure.
But yeah, Short Round says, get your Fear the Beard patches now before they try to take it from us. At DD214 is a gender on Twitter. Short Round Creations on Etsy. Hashtag Fear the Beard. Cuck Dynasty patches coming soon. So there you go. That's the Duck Commander coming after Rekieta Law. I guess they don't. Let me offer you a suggestion. Don't go after lawyers with little to do and a big sense of humor. Because Why? Why would you subject yourself to that?
Oh, it's been brought. I think it'd be a lot of fun though. Why not?
Maybe they watch the show. I don't know if they watch the show. I think that this was quote unquote brought to their attention. That's what it says in the letter. I'm going to try and find out tomorrow. Because I have a feeling that this came from a specific group of people reached out to Duck Dynasty, and this person has no idea what kind of nonsense they're getting into. Because if I explain to Duck Commander LLC who these people are, that they might be on our side. At least in the politics of it. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna call him tomorrow. If there's a reasonable solution, I'm happy to pursue it. If I can pay them a tiny amount of money for a limited license. I think I made $30 on those shirts. Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna sue me for damages for $30?
Well, that's probably like 5 times what they've made in the last year off of them. So
yeah, because they're not marketing Fear the Beard at all.
Somewhere between $13 and $40, I mean, is what one of those shirts runs. So yeah,
they've definitely abandoned that trade.
I'd say. I mean, heck, how far down is? I mean, is it on their own website? Do they sell it on their own website?
No. No, wow. They don't even sell the shirt on their own website.
Wow.
Tillip, I see you out there, buddy. Tillip is my artist. Can I get some Cuck Dynasty shirts? Maybe with like Mark Wade's face on it, with a blue-haired orca on it. What else we got? Maybe like a Maddox face with a Cuck Dynasty. We'll just create the Cuck Dynasty.
Yeah.
I think we could do that.
I like it.
And just so you guys know, Ty is not my patent attorney. Ty is not my IP attorney. My IP attorney is my man Stephen Birch. You guys have you maybe seen him on the show. If you haven't, you got to watch a show with Stephen Birch. He's great, fantastic, intellectual property attorney, and I'm happy to have him on my side in this. So we're going to do this the legitimate way. But I will keep you guys apprised of the situation as it develops. But why mess? Don't mess with the internet. I've learned this. Don't mess with the internet. It's too funny.
Yeah. No.
There's too many things to laugh at.
Yeah. Poking guys that were looking for
Jersey Devil, I am 100% positive that this is not a fake letter. Well, I guess I'm 99% positive this is not a fake letter.
Well, she talked to Ty.
Yeah, she did. She spoke to Ty. I mean, I guess I could look up the phone number here, or the website. McAfeetaft.com. If I could type, oh my goodness. McAfee and Taft. Get your yellow on at Gorilla Hill? What is happening? What is happening here? Who are these people?
It's a pink gorilla. It's a pink monkey.
Services.
Family law, healthcare law.
Yeah, we got appellate practice aviation. They have intellectual property. That's the practice. They didn't even use a practice group leader. They used an underling. Oh, how insulting. Man. How insulting.
Oh, wow.
I'm definitely, maybe I should call that guy specifically.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Anthony.
Tony, we need to talk.
Why do you look like Glenn Beck?
He actually looks more like that Clear Eyes guy.
Ben Stein?
Yeah. I wonder if he sounds like him. Oh, that'd be fantastic. God. What do you call him? Put him on speakerphone, please. Harambe.
We'll well, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna challenge it. At least for a while. Right? Maximum funny.
Absolutely.
Maximum funny.
Absolutely. I
have resources to access the legal system in a fun and educational way, and we might just be able to see how a major company loses a trademark. Like the Titanic sinking. Fear the Beard will be going straight to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not, Q has no control over the autofocus. It's me. I don't know. We've set up the webcam a little differently, so it's probably my fault, and I apologize for any and all offense to the great Q that the autofocus has caused. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let me get through the chats. I don't think we're gonna do a full 3 hours tonight, guys, because I'm still recovering from being sick. I did go for a couple mile run earlier to try and burn it out of my lungs. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that. I don't know if it works, but we'll see. All right. Where do we leave off? Oh my goodness. I was just scrolling through the chats and I see "Welcome to the rice fields, mother effer." Like, what? What is that? Okay. Kyle Fairchild says, also not comics but anime. Yellow Flash 2. Oh wait, I read that one. I read both of those. John Albert says, I don't know if you read my super chat a few days ago. I was wondering if you were going to do the Shane's letter with Hirohei. Sorry if you had already answered this. Do Shane's letter with Hirohei? I don't know what that is. I don't know. He hasn't talked to me about it. So, no idea. Blaine20 says full faith and credit. CNN Slayer says the important thing to remember, Avenatti lost. Avenatti lost hard. You see his new indictment? It's like 30 million pages long.
Is that the Nike deal?
Yeah, but he's been indicted in like New York and LA and federal court. He's done. One of them's gonna get him.
I mean, okay, so people need to realize and stay in their lane. Of all people, of all companies, why would you go after Nike? Why would you try to extort money from Nike? Of all, I mean,
have you seen that Michael Avenatti has a very large Twitter following, though? Did you consider that in your calculation?
Is it bigger than Duck Dynasties?
Is it? No. The Duck Dynasty guys have a bigger following on Twitter than Avenatti.
So,
Rooster Teeth thing. That must be for the Hirohei. I gotta talk to Hirohei about it. Oh yeah, Ben Hennessy suing Renfamous. Ben Hennessy. Good. I welcome it. I'll be talking to Ben as soon as his schedule and my schedule collide. Maybe sometime next week, possibly next weekend. I'm not sure. We're trying to work out the timing. Just because, I stream late, so it's hard for some people to be on. But I did speak to Ben. He is looking at going after Renfamous. If he pulls the trigger on that, it's going to be great. It's going to be great watching Lauren Atencio Cooper have to talk to Daddy Nick. Not me, the other one. Have to talk to Daddy Nick Atencio and ask him for those lawsuit bucks. Ask him for those lawsuit bucks, and she has to explain to him that she lied about a man threatening her and that she lies about people all the time, and now she's getting sued for it. And then maybe she'll get sued by someone else. That'd be really funny too, wouldn't it? If he had to pay for a second lawsuit, because the first lawsuit he might be like, okay, sugar, please just don't make fun of anyone else on the internet in a way that's going to get you sued. Like, maybe don't try ruining their businesses. Maybe start there. Like, stop going after people's money. If you want to talk on the internet, do that. But don't try to ruin their employment.
that's okay. So where does free speech end?
When you lie about someone to cause them damage, that's where it ends.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
When you go ahead and you go and you say, I want to take this person's right to their own agency, I want to take it away, and I'm going to lie about them for it. This Ben Hennessy guy said, hey, he basically said to her, as far as I saw on Twitter, now I might get a few words wrong here, but he basically said to her, I'm going to be at the same convention as you, and if we see each other, we could talk this out.
Fair enough.
She said he threatened her. I mean, it's right there to see on Twitter. This guy's a comic artist,
right?
And she has the ear. I don't know if she's sending nudes or what. I don't know how she's done it, but she has the ear of the CEO of Marvel Comics, like Joe Quesadilla. He's a thirsty boy for this large ugly lady. But apparently, she has his ear. So having her say that you threatened her with violence would restrict some of your opportunities in the comic book space.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. But I mean, but these tweets have been made public, right?
Oh yeah, they're public tweets.
Wow. So I'm not understanding why this is getting any more traction than what it's already gotten.
No. But every time the camera fades out on you, it looks like a contemplative art film. You like sit back, the camera fades out as you as you drop some deep thought. I love it. It's great.
No. I am in deep thought.
So as for Renfamous, I mean Lauren. We'll use her legal name since we've got legal proceedings on the horizon. Lauren, sure. You're on the bad list of Ben Hennessy, who I've heard don't play. I heard Ben don't play around. So good job. Job with that one. That was a mistake. I know you're on the radar of Tug because you have caused some concern and consternation with Tug. That I don't know what's going to happen there or what you'll have to answer for. Good job there. And then the third one. You're an agent of Boycott Matsuri, aren't you? An organizer, as you were described in the article. Huh. I wonder if Anime Matsuri would be interested in coming after you. They might be real interested to know who's behind Boycott Matsuri. Because Anime Matsuri is an annual convention in Houston. 45,000 people. We talked about it, right?
Yeah.
They make a ton of money. Having someone who, a group, we'll call it a group. Oh, I hope you're corporately organized. Because if you're not corporately organized, Q, do you know about liability protection from LLCs and such? Yeah. Right? You're a businessman.
Yes, sir.
What happens if you're not corporately organized at all? And then you have some sort of loose agency. Do you know how that's treated?
Oh, all of your personal assets can be attached to it.
Right, because if you're not corporately organized, but you have some sort of clear entity, then you have what's called a general partnership. If you watch the Maddox trademark saga, you know all about general partnerships and how they're formed. You own a piece of some entity that the other partners own. It's a general partnership, and you have absolutely zero liability shield. So all of your assets are on the table. So if Boycott Matsuri is corporately organized, that should take a quick search to find out who the registered agent is, and they could be addressed that way. If they're not corporately organized, that means that anyone who's acting as an organizer or agent for them would be on the chopping block for every penny they own. And I don't know if Anime Matsuri is litigious, but I think they might be tired of every single person they contract being brigaded. Every time. So much so that they have to send out warning emails. That's called tortious interference. I hope your wallet is open. If they decide to act, I don't know. I'm not their lawyer. But it would be really funny, Lauren, if they went after you. I would laugh all day. Or if they did it, I might do another 24-hour stream of just laughing. 24 hours of this. That would make my day so great. That'd be so funny. I would love to see someone who tries to ruin lives get taken to task in court by people with money.
Oh man.
Dorby said, I searched trademarks for Fear the Beard. Duck Commander's trademark is for fireworks, registered in 2016. There are other active and abandoned identical marks that predate it, including one for t-shirts dating 2011 with logo abandoned. Ooh, that's interesting. They sent me one from 2011 as well, but we've got to look into it. We got to look into it a little more, but like I said, we will be. And then Fancy Flight says, is there a legal definition for fighting words? The only legally recognized fighting words ever were by a pastor who was being silenced by a cop, and he said something like keep your hands off me, you damn fascist. That's the only fighting words that have been recognized is fascist. Damn fascist.
Damn fascist. It's not fascist. It's when you add the damn to it. Mm-hmm. Them's fighting words.
That's what the real fighting words is.
Yeah.
So there we go. I'll be sure to share with Anime Matsuri the boycott Matsuri agent, along with the proof from that article where she didn't want her full name used. She didn't want to be associated openly with boycott Matsuri because she feared retribution or whatever. All right. Okay, let me get back to these shops. So that's the news on Ben Hennessy suing Renfamous, and hopefully a little more. Let's see. Oh, I never actually talked about how the general public doesn't even deal with lawyers. The court is a necessary good/evil, but it's also it's alien to those who don't use it. Yeah. Hope to God that you never have to hire one of us soul-sucking monsters. Because it's awful. It's awful having to deal with a lawyer. It's awful having to call someone all the time to talk about a situation that you don't want to be in the first place. It's terrible. And most people don't have to deal with it. So no, and I'll just wrap this briefly into a small talk about Twitter and stuff like that. There are people out there who criticize my law practice on Twitter and say that I must be a bad lawyer, I must be bad or whatever. I don't care. Like no one has to defend me or my practice to anybody on Twitter ever. Don't worry about it. I'm not concerned. I've surrounded myself with several lawyers who have more experience than I am. And until one of them tells me that I've screwed up, I'm not really worried about that. So there you go. But don't worry about defending me or anything like that. I appreciate it very much. But the people out there, thank God, they don't know, one, what makes a good lawyer, two, how you would go about hiring one, and three, how lawyers are successful or unsuccessful and what metrics are used to determine. Pro tip, there aren't any. No metrics. So, all right. That guy says, I live 25 minutes from Saginaw, Michigan. Cool, buddy. Doxed. Austro-Hungarian Strat says, don't mark the car. Okay, we'll just photograph it with a timestamp. Maybe just happen to look through the window since it's within plain view too. They could do that. They absolutely could. Can't put chalk on the tire. Now, whether or not that photograph would be an impermissible search, that's a different question. But I think that goes in the cop's favor. In all honesty, can we get cut calls in the shop? I'm not sure if Teespring sells cut calls. What'd that sound like? Bull. Bull. Looking for a bull. 1-800-BOO. Oh, gosh, I want one.
Please don't ever do that again.
Boo.
Please. Wow.
Okay, let's see. Next. Sorry. Knight of Hopex says, I guess you decided my shirt designs were too spicy to show on stream. No, it's just I sent you that email after drinking heavily. Let me see. Oh my God, it's hot in here. What is happening? 1 second. I'm pulling them up. Why can I not find this? No, that's a duck commander. Oh my gosh. How many emails did I get? Hold on, I'm looking for this. This is top shelf lawyering here. Not really. Do you see all these emails? This is embarrassing.
Pretty impressive.
Why can't I find the shirts? Okay. You just sent me these. Here they are. Oh, God. Why could I not find these? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay. Sorry. These were put out here by Knight of Hopex. Oh, my God. About to pull them up on stream in just a second. Sorry for the delay. Because, guys, you have to, you know by now that I can't use email, right? Like, I'm not good at any of this. Anything that even remotely involves technology, I'm terrible at it. So, I apologize. Let's, there we go. Look at that. That's the Malice Bitch t-shirt. Hashtag I stand with Nick. In the doghouse, in the law doghouse. So there you go, guys. And you can find this on Custom Inc. Law Doghouse. Obviously, I'm not the creator of the shirt, but I do appreciate it. Very funny. Go check it out if you want one. If you like that. But there you go. So this is. I'll throw that in the chat real quick. The Law Doghouse link in the chat. All right. Back to, oh my God. Back to where we were. Crusader Saracen says, what do you think of the court drama movies? A Few Good Men and Rules of Engagement, respectively. I've never watched all of A Few Good Men. I've watched most of it. It was years and years ago. Rules of Engagement, I've never watched. I don't like watching court movies, actually, at all. I know you're not Jag, but I'm still curious. Also, Nick, has your friend given you an N-word pass yet? Thanks for the entertainment and education. Godspeed, gents. I don't know. Have you given me an N-word pass?
No, you haven't asked for one.
Yeah.
You haven't asked for one.
I don't have much call to use the N-word.
No.
Only when I'm explaining that I don't use the N-word would I use it. It's like a paradox.
It's pretty liberating, though.
Can I have one?
We could work on it. Have you followed my YouTube channel yet?
Yeah. He's one of your first subscribers.
Okay. Well,
speaking of which, by the way, guys, Q's channel is in the description. You go check it out. If you like it, subscribe to it. Watch him. You're expanding your channel, obviously.
We are.
You're trying to grow it.
Yeah.
And so any support there would be great. And he wants to get... YouTube doesn't let you live stream yet because they're Cuck Dynasty, right?
Right. They are Cuck Dynasty. So
you have to get to a certain amount of like hours viewed or something like that per month, I think, to get live streaming, or that monetization.
I think that's for monetization.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, go check it out. If you like Q's content, subscribe. If you don't like Q's content, maybe Maybe drop a comment on a video and tell him what he can improve upon.
Yeah, tell me what you don't like about it. I'm down.
And if you complain funny.
Yeah, make it funny. If it's a bore, I probably won't check it out. But if you entertain me, I will read the whole thing. So that's my promise.
There you go. But no, court movies and stuff make me go crazy because the real legal process is long and boring. And the movie legal process is fast. So there you go. Crusader Saracen. Oh, wait, I read that. Internet Tab says, did you hear about the nonprofit who posted bail for someone who beat the poop out of his significant other? After release, he went and killed her. Oopsie. Oh, God. No, I didn't hear about that. That's terrible. Crusader Saracen says, remember, little children should not learn how to shoot guns. They're usually too big for kids to wield effectively. Instead, they should first be trained on crew-served weapons like machine guns and mortars and artillery to teach them teamwork skills. Yeah, buddy. I can get behind that.
Down.
I can get behind that. What is this? Wait a minute. No. No way. Guys, I have something very pressing to show you on the stream. This is funny. Do you guys remember when Lauren Atencio Cooper decided to talk about getting her Kamehacon ticket refunded? And people were like, you're not even going to Kamehacon, you lying sack of garbage, right? And she's like, yeah, well, look at it. And she showed her ticket on screen. She showed a screenshot of her ticket, right? I said at the time, I don't know who I said it to. I don't know I don't know if I said it on stream or whatever. And if I didn't, you'll just have to take my word for it. But I said, I bet she bought that ticket like right then, like that day, to prove, just to win her internet argument.
Oh,
that
wow.
She bought the ticket to Kamehacon.
Wow.
Well, look at this. Here we go. Lauren Atencio Cooper. Weeks ago, I politely, you don't even know what polite is, requested a refund for my @Kamehacon badge on the grounds that there wasn't a Predator in their guest lineup when I bought it. They denied my request and said they'd fight my charge dispute. Seems Wells Fargo agrees with me that surprise perv guest isn't okay. No, here's how chargebacks work on cards. They charge back almost every time. Almost every time. Because it's in the law and it's how they stay in business, you dumb hoe. But that's not important. That's not important because I know you lost $50 on that chargeback, you idiot. Here's what is important. Kamehacon. Kamehacon's response. Hey, Renfamous, it seems your ticket was purchased after the re-announcement was made. Why you lying, fatso? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? It's almost like you lie all the time. For points on the internet. Just tell the truth. You weren't ever going to go to that convention. You're a liar.
Why you always lying? You know that song, don't you? Wow. That's impressive.
No.
Yeah, it's not worth lying on the internet.
No.
You will be caught.
No. Our refund policy is clearly stated on our site and must be accepted prior to purchase. We will be sure to share this post with our processing claims department. Aw. Wouldn't it be funny if they went in and disputed it with Wells Fargo? That'd be great. Doesn't matter though. Because it doesn't matter. Even if Wells Fargo accepted the chargeback and gave her back the difference between whatever her chargeback insurance amount is, which is usually about $50 on a credit card. Usually about $50. Even if they gave her the chargeback. Even if they gave her the full amount. It doesn't matter. She was caught lying. Lying like a stupid liar. Lauren, those lies are going to get you sued. You liar. Stop lying. What are you doing? Q, can you...
Wow. Hey, I tell you what, man, they started calling you Nostradamus Nick. Nixtradamus.
No, it wasn't. This wasn't a good prediction.
Nixtradamus.
This wasn't a good prediction. This stupid fatso wasn't going to drive from Houston up to Dallas for a convention. She's a pretender. She's a pretender. At least like me, I've admitted I've only been to one convention ever, and it was Community. I've never been to an anime convention. I was a fan of anime back in like the 90s.
Wow.
And then I like lost contact with not lost contact. I just wasn't around my anime friends as much, so it kind of tapered off. I saw Evangelion and Cowboy Bebop and Ninja Scroll and stuff like that, but I wasn't like deep diving into anime.
Extradamus.
She's pretending. She's pretending to be in these communities for like decades and really care about them. But turns out she only cares. She only cares as far as her little social justice agenda. God, how the Schadenfreude is glorious. Come on in.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So you're what, 3 for 3 tonight, right?
I guess I guess.
Yeah, you saw Scalia's
Someone
genius.
says Negrodamus, Nick's the blackest man I know.
I tell you, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and give you that card. We're gonna go ahead and give you that card. Why not?
Oh my gosh.
We'll give you the Sandy Beige 42 card.
It's just, but these are obvious predictions. She's a liar, so she went ahead and posted a lie.
But why? I mean, why? What's the point of lying? Like, why?
Because someone called her out. She's like, "Well, I'm not going to go to this convention." You never were, you liar. Wow. I get cover up one lie with the second.
So, I mean, but most people typically just say, "Okay, yeah, it was," but she went and bought. It was worth it to her to buy a ticket.
They're like $75. That's how much that internet argument on Twitter with some random person meant to her.
Wow.
It wasn't like she's arguing like Joe Rogan or something.
Right, right.
It's just $75 tweet.
Wow.
Caleb Cooney says, tonight I'm very late and still not gay, might be a boomer. Joining you tonight with Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Ooh. As per your recommendation, best $48 this week. Now that I'm done intruding, please continue. Happy to have the intrusion, buddy, and glad to see you picked up a good solid bottle of bourbon. Okay. Sorry. Let's get back to it. John Doe says, Brown v. Merchants Association. Scalia enshrined video games as art. No weasel words. ART art. Valuable ruling when the SJWs came for games after. Yeah, like I said, I'm usually on Scalia's side. It's just when he's wrong, it makes me mad because he's almost always right? Like that's the problem. Scalia's so good so often, or he was,
yeah,
until he got peacefully sunsetted by Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if Clinton killed Scalia herself.
Oh. I'm not allowed to speak of such things.
Maybe that was a burial bams. Maybe burial bams to the back of the head.
That was
what
probably.
What we're gonna do is let me be clear. We're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
We're gonna put him in the ground. What are we gonna do?
Sorry.
We're gonna appoint our new Supreme Court justice.
No, Barry would have used a drone. That was more his style. So
yeah, Barry would have droned.
Barry would have droned.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Pillowcase by the Okay. Sakaki Onsai says Q reminds me of Mac from Night Court.
That's reaching way back, man.
Let's see. We got Bookham Dano says Stewie's Subs in Forest Lake is by far the best. Ooh, I've never been to Stewie's Subs in Forest Lake. Have you?
I have not, but we'll have to make a road trip.
Yeah, that sounds good. Good Sense. Good Sense makes a good sub. They slice the meat fresh. That's my favorite sub shop. There's one in Apple Valley.
Good sense? Yeah.
They have them all over Kansas. But no, they slice the meat when you order the sandwich.
Okay.
It goes right on there. And the bread is great. Bread is great.
Oh, bread's 50% of the sandwich.
Apparently, I'm going to get pillow droned. Okay, Crusader Saracen says, for people who say that civilian ownership of guns won't deter government tyranny, my glorious ancestors from Cambodia/Vietnam have a saying, welcome to the rice fields, mother effer. Oh my goodness.
I love the interweb.
If I was nominated to the SCOTUS, would I take it? 100%. 100%. Man, can you imagine that hearing? It seems here, Mr. Rekieta, that you called Mars Girl fat, fatso, blubberous, and really fat between 200 and 700 times in the month of April 2019. Care to explain that? Well, look at her.
The shoe fits.
The shoes don't fit. She's got that retained water going on.
And technically, that's not her given name. So you could have been talking about any Mars girl.
I'm talking about Kaylin Saucedo.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for that.
I'm talking about Goodyear designed the blimp after Kaylin Saucedo.
Well, I can't help you after that. Yeah. That ship has sailed.
No one important says, don't forget games, Nick Rekieta, or Nick. Mortal Kombat 11 is getting woke. Yep, Mortal Kombat 11. They had to censor Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat, the franchise that used to stand for for video game violence being legitimate and solid is now censored of boobies, I think.
Boobies.
That's what I hear.
That's where they drew the line, huh?
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently. Like you can lightsaber a chick through her mouth and have it come out the back of her head, but if she's got a little jiggle up top, that's too much.
Yeah, no top tit.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Colin Schrader says, tipping for the massive cringes in this stream. Thanks, buddy. Crusader Saracen says, also, are you going to have fellow YouTuber Micah Curtis on stream? Micah, I said I need to talk to him first. He commented on my video and said, hit me up, lawyer man. And I asked him where. So, also, if you know where to hit him up, if he's on Twitter, he's probably on Twitter under Micah Curtis. I might be being lazy. But yeah, I'd love to talk to him. As a former member of Channel Awesome, I'm sure he has plenty to say about Mars Girl. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm sure he's on Twitter then. Forever229 says, that's so nice of you. Real Me says, malicious B word. I said malice bitch stream a lot the other because I had a little bit of vodka, a little bit of gin.
It flowed.
And a little bit of whiskey.
Oh, all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good times were had.
Yeah.
Anger levels were elevated. It was fun. Akazit says, no one has called our Sandy Beige 42 friend Drexel yet. Am I on the right stream? I think some people did right away.
Yeah.
Crusader Saracen says, Mars Girl has all the visual and I'm sure olfactory appeal of the odor of the durian fruit, i.e. bleached used gym socks, but none of the good taste. Don't judge me. I'm the son of Cambodian immigrants and grew up eating it. Oh, man. Sorry, buddy. Pro Commando 38 says she probably Me Too'd the cat. Ah, come on.
This chick looks like a tube sock full of pudding.
Did you look? You looked at her?
Yeah.
You looked her up?
Wow. Wow.
Mars Girl?
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like a hairy tube sock full of pudding.
Gross. It's disgusting. Like the tube sock was extra sweaty and got drug along a gym shower.
Yeah, absolutely.
After a football team had been in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew War Snowboard says Mars Girl is a cantaloupe. Skeet Neat. Oh wait, I read that one. Skeet Neat follows up. Nick, also, did you know ducks have spiral shaped wiener and the duck's anus is like a maze? Trust me, I tried real hard. That's horrible. Ichisinko Negroni says, your description for the stream says Tug is on it. It does? Why would... That might be just a mistake. Where's my... Hold on. If it's not clear, Tug is not on this stream. Sorry. Oh no, I forgot to change. I copy and paste descriptions. I'll fix it later. Sorry about that. I must. How did that even happen?
Sorry for disappointing you guys.
Yeah, no, that was yesterday's stream. I'm sorry for the weird thing. I thought I changed that, but it must. Maybe I didn't click save. Thanks for pointing that out. It's a little late now. In fairness, you pointed it out a while ago. No, Tug's not on tonight. Sorry for the... Knight of Hopex says, this is why treating language as property is such a bad idea. How much of our language and ability to communicate do we want to be locked down by corporate clowns in suits? Not even corporate clowns, just clowns in general. I really loathe that we do this. Clown world. Queen Nida says, permission to trademark Cuck Dynasty fears the beard t-shirts. Blaine20 says, our desire to use fear the beard is temporary in nature. We can coexist with other scary beards. We can, but we'll, like I said, maximum funny. Luke Elmer says, Charlie Blackman, Colorado Rockies. Oh, for your fear the beard. 2012 Jameson, beard is also a name. It is. Liam Gray, Anime Hitman, says, Christian Republican Trump supporting American-owned grassroots company. Wrong enemy to be slapping. Talk to them in private. Reasonable people. I said I'm going to talk to them in private. Going to. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says the price changes on the size you buy.
In all fairness, we haven't said anything negative about them. It's their lawyers that we have an issue with.
Well, I did say that I don't think there's a next generation of Duck Dynasty fans coming.
Well, there's not even a current generation of Duck Dynasty fans, in all fairness. I mean, that ship is definitely sailed.
Yeah, they had their time. They had a lot of success.
And you know what? Who would have thought they could have become that popular? I mean, they were a household name in every Walmart across the country. So
yeah, I remember when all the Duck Dynasty stuff got into every Walmart because several of the men in my family got Duck Dynasty stuff for Christmas.
There you go.
There were so many camo pillows that Christmas. They were everywhere.
They had camo recliners, camo pillows, like rugs.
Whoa.
Tell them we'll drop this whole thing if they make a cut call.
Yeah, they make a Rekieta Law branded cut call. Sell it on their site. Queen Nida says, unpopular opinion, as a hentai video game lover, I stand with Timmy Boy Pool on his defense of the Subverse IP. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I know everybody wants Tim to give up his ownership of Subverse, but I don't know. TLG Screwjob says, hey Q, Nick, so I asked Drexel on a 24-hour stream about how people of color, POC, one of which is white, but keep talking about but my ancestors in regards to their woes in life. I think this was a while ago, but I just wondered your thoughts, Q. Okay, so people of color keep talking about but my ancestors. I guess they're complaining about current... Anyway, however you take that.
Okay, so, I mean, at a certain point, like I mentioned before, I did a video about this last week. The problem with that is that you have to accept full responsibility for your own woes and issues in life, okay? If you cannot accept responsibility, then that means you cannot also you're taking the power away from yourself in order to be able to fix it, right? The issues with the black community I'm going to talk about the black community and as it stands, has zero to do with historical issues, right? Our primary issues facing us today have, number one, to do with the fact that we have 75% single motherhood. I mean, 75% of the kids born in the United States today are born to single mothers. you can't tell me that that's not going to cause an issue as it pertains to the crime rates, as it pertains to poverty, as it pertains to home ownership. I mean, all of those things are going to come into play. So when people don't have the ability to buy homes, they don't have the ability to get out of their poor neighborhoods, if they don't have a father figure in their household, that's going to lead to a major downshift in the living conditions of the people. That has nothing to do with what happened 50 years ago or 100 years ago. I understand there's some terrible things that took place, and I'll agree with that. I mean, I've seen some terrible things, but I refuse to give my grandparents' generation the power to stymie my future and the future of my children because they did some terrible things then. Now I have to be held hostage for that for the next rest of my life.
Yeah,
and that's ridiculous to me. So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's my take on it.
Well, there you go. Thank you for that. And of course, this is the kind of wisdom you get on coming or Out of the Darkness, which is your YouTube channel.
That is my YouTube channel, Out of the Darkness.
Short Round says, should I send them patches? Send some Fear the Beard patches to Duck Commander. I think you should. That'd be funny. Manta says, more drama equal more power absorbed by Ty's beard. TLJ Screwjob says, how likely do you think that the jury nullification thing happens once they hear the 400 tweets from Soye alone and the I want his head, I want his balls, and just, saying he ate me after a jelly bean I signed? Well, there's no jury nullification there. These people are not going. They've got a tough case. DC says, everyone says Mars Girl is ugly, but it all looks the same with the lights off. Just throw the flower at it with the lights on before Pound Town. Look, if she's watching, slide into my DM and I'll bring over some flour and lube. Well, that's, you're a brave man. Likely gonna get me too. Night of OPEC says, I already got you, bro. Check your email. Hint, new t-shirt design. I got your t-shirt pulled up. Thank you so much. Short Round says, thank you everyone for ordering. Sorry, shipping is slow. Austin Heartless says, instead of selling Fear the Beard duck calls, sell Fear the Beard cut calls. Gengio says, Cut Commander LLC. Cody Paw says, my super chat cost says our certain friends did. Reported me to Duck Dynasty. Dorby says, Cuck Dynasty, that's parody, right? Do it for Streisand. Just Blink Your Eyes 1400 says, just bought a Fear the Beard patch for my friend and waiting on the other two I ordered. Forever229 says, can you record the call? I think I can. I'm in a two-party state or one-party state, so we'll see. I'll think about it. Kaki Onsai says, when you do this, Nick, make sure you get the letter stating permission granted from them. Then do the how about them apples thing on the SJWs.
Them's fighting words, though.
Rick Nikita says, get a big brain panel together. I do need to do a big brain panel. Talbot Link says, Cuck Demander, Soy Brand LLC. Insert clever name here says, you need a don't mess with the internet shirt too. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Blaine 20 says, reach out to Willie Robertson. I could. I'm going to talk to their lawyer tomorrow. That's the first thing that's going to happen. Talk to their lawyer and be like, bruh, what up? Why the letter? Why you mad? Queen Nida says, a young black American in Detroit stares out the window at a mailman depositing a welfare check in the neighbor's mailbox. Curious, he asks, Daddy, what's a welfare? Before turning around to find no one standing there. Well, that's a sad story. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Ishaelzen says, Cuck Dynasty, a blue orca pouring soy all over Ron with Shane molesting his chair in the background. Gross. Itches Cinco Negroni says, let Ty grow his hair and we start dread the dreads. There you go. Thank you for the donations, Bitcoiner. Raging Hot Truth says, Q has really changed since Star Trek. Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Bitcoiner says, YouTube is giving me tons of free super chats. They all go to A and Nick Rekieta. Thank you. Alex Blackfoot says, a year older and none the wiser. Cheers, guys. Y'all drinking anything tonight? I'm not. because the sickness kind of takes it out of me with the liquor. But tomorrow night, I think we might be. I'm enjoying the Buffalo Trace that I'm nearing finishing off. Crusader Saracen says, Shane was the protege of the late great Monty Ohm, the animator who created popular RT show Ruby. After Monty died, suddenly Shane left Rooster Teeth and released the letter alleging some vile stuff going on at Rooster Teeth. It's available free online if you want to read. Oh, okay. Not Shane Holmberg. An important Shane. Rodent Slayer. Song of Mice and Fur is live on Indiegogo. 40K meets Redwall on Acid. The comic is also on Webtoons. A Song of Mice and Fur. 8 days left on Indiegogo, so go check that out, guys. McGirt, I'm in the big time, says, has anyone considered that Ren displays the focus and diligence of a paid affiliate? People have considered that, yes. Blaine 20 says, Mama Bear Matsuri won't stand for that. Maybe. Manta says, Cuck Dynasty equals Ron's new reality show. Tug on tomorrow. I don't think Tug is going to be on tomorrow's stream. 4 people gets pretty busy. Forever229 says, Malice Biscuit. Asia Frazier says, pass the plate, taking collection for Pastor Nick. Artistic Vampire says, you could say your loophole is showing. Red Owns says, a bottle of soy riding a blue whale with Cuck Commander. Also, Magnus is best Primarch. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says, what about My Cousin Vinny? My Cousin Vinny is a great court movie. Really is. Really is great. They actually use My Cousin Vinny, well, at least at my law school, they used it to teach the federal rules of evidence, at least parts of it, because they're accurate. My Cousin Vinny accurately depicts how you employ the federal rules of evidence in court. So it's a good one. Meximan and Cheese says, Duck Call equals Nintendo Switch click. Nemesis Blade says, 1,000 subs for mobile live streaming. Oh, there you go, buddy. So 1,000 subs. That's what you need.
All right.
TPJ, thank you for the donation. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says, how funny would it be for her to be sued by 3 others at the same time? How would Daddy take that? I wouldn't want to be paying the bill. That's what I'm going to say. Architect of Fate says, correct me if I'm wrong, but you make a fraudulent claim with a payment processor. Would that not be considered fraud? Criminal charges? Defamation? That's up to the payment processor. Finfrog. Here lies are like bananas. They come in large yellow bunches. Rip Leslie Nielsen. Dorby says, I dug a bit more on Fear the Beard trademarks. The Duck Commander Fireworks 2016 trademark is in addition to a Duck Commander 2010 trademark filing for stickers, apparel, etc. There's an abandoned 2009 filing by another party. Trader J says, can she get criminally charged for false chargeback? Up to her bank. Why testify? Her team probably threw Hillary's body out of the van at Scalia and it killed him. Raging Hot Truth says, Q has really changed since Star Trek. Still a huge fan. No One Important says, I feel sorry for the police officer at the end of the call. Police officer, this guy sent death threat tweets at me and I have screenshots at proof. As proof. Naruto Martin, thank you for the donation. Quietness says, hey Nick, have you considered covering Steve Jackson Games versus Secret Service? Company was almost driven out of business, survived and won at 2/3. Okay. I'll have to look. Deleted says, take my free super chat I didn't know existed. Thank you. Gimp Rider, thank you for the donation. SM Scorks 89 says, talk to Hirohei. He had Micah on a stream. Precious Crystal Foxboy says they also changed Johnny Cage doing the OK sign to a middle finger. Crusaders, the less offensive thing is the middle finger, not this. This is off. That's too much.
Yeah. No, it's got racist undertones, right?
Yeah. Crusader Saracen says you can find Micah Curtis on Twitter at _mindofmicahc. I'll check it out. Thank you, Gimp Rider, for another chat donation. Crown Demon. Hillary has drone missiles that make the target commit suicide by shooting themselves twice in the back of the head. That's how she got Scalia. Naruto Martin says, will you follow me? Love this chat and you, Naruto Martin, on YouTube. Go. Oh, I'm like talking too much. The air is getting trapped in my diaphragm. Let's see. Eduardo Ramirez says, if Q is Sandy Beige 42, then I'm Sandy Beige 1488. Philip says, mention the tumblers. Oh, we have some tumblers, some whiskey tumblers being made. Well, at least we've got a prototype being made right now in Minnesota clay, kiln fired. As soon as we get them, I'll show them. Those will be for sale. They'll be a limited run. So there you go. Darius Vestave says, Mortal Kombat got woke not only with outfits. Jax goes back in time and wipes out slavery, toting the phrase, can't wait for guys to get woke. Time to speed this up. Well, there you go. Lil Poo Poo says, what about the eat a jelly bean B-word shirt? Maybe. Andrew Young says, can't watch tonight. Dicks want to spoil in-game. No one spoiled in-game tonight, so that was last night. TLJ Screwjob says, woof. Even Bubba's saying, new man, Mars Girl's a smash with a bus for me. Speaking of, I asked Q how the shrimping business was going for him. First time I saw him. Not sure if it was his first time on, 1 to 2 months ago, in reference to Forrest Gump, FYI. Well, there you go. That is a reference to Forrest Gump. And TLJ Screwjob says, I don't do things twice. Nick Rekieta, Thursday, April 25th, 2019. Well, what about Lady Rackets? Seriously, though, 5 kids, Nick. WTF. I said I don't. Well, we'll leave it there.
Moving on.
All right. Goodness gracious. Well, I think I think that's all we got. You got anything you want to talk about?
Man, I think we pretty much covered most of it. So
yeah.
No spoilers for Endgame. I'm gonna try to go catch it. So
yeah, I want to go.
I invited you.
I know. We gotta take the missuses.
The missuses.
The missai.
All right.
We gotta take the missai out to Endgame together.
Do it.
That should be good.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Gonna end it a little early tonight because, well, tired.
So next stream, I've had a few people ask. Next stream is Sunday. We will be doing a stream Sunday, 7:00. So
Sunday at 7:00.
Sunday at 7:00.
Again, Q's channel link should be right in the top of the description. Apparently, I just got tired and forgot to write the rest of it. But his channel link did make it into the top of the description. Go check out Q, Out of the Darkness on YouTube for all of the wisdom you can muster.
Hey, and we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. So if you guys like the videos, definitely subscribe and check us out. So bottom line, guys, we just want to give people a reasonable just reasonable information. I mean, there's so much misinformation going on out there right now. At the end of the day, I feel like we have to be rational. We have to try to look at things from all points of view. I mean, we're all human beings. But we want to make sure that we give people a proper way of thinking. And unfortunately, I feel like, especially for people of color, we've been told that we have to think a certain way, we have to vote a certain way, we have to act a certain way. And this identity politics thing is just getting too far. At the point that we elevate the group above individuality and individual think, that's a really dangerous road to go down. So I elevate individuality over all things. So, but Nick, awesome, always great to have some time to hang with you, spend with you, and I'll definitely be watching tomorrow. Sounds like it's going to be lit tomorrow. So. Yeah,
tomorrow. Well, it's going to be like I said, a very calm stream. The nicest stream we've ever done. You're at 535.
Oh my
subscribers.
Goodness.
So keep going, guys. Give Q some support, and thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting guys like Q, and we will. Let's see. Oh, there are a couple last second chats that came in. John Sargent says, "Can we get a Cuck Hunter game?" Michael Bomer says, Finally caught a stream live, so here's a few bucks for all the great work. Really interesting stuff. Thank you so much. Andrew Young says, really? Thanks. Restarting the stream now. Much love. And Asia Frazier says, Nintendo game, Cuck Hunt, complete with orange gun. I think that'd be great. That'd be great. All right, guys. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks to my guests for hanging out. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. And if you check out Q's channel, he'll have a live stream on Sunday, so check that out.
So if we get to 1,000, I'm going to personally give Sandy Beige 42 cards to all of my subscribers. So
it's very, very valuable.
Very, very valuable. Yeah. I mean, so you will all be, I'm going to have little Sandy Beige 42 cards made up. Everyone will get one. So you will be able to drop the Sandy Beige 42 bomb everywhere you go.
There you go.
There you go. So
all right, guys. Thanks a bunch. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit, little spicy. Have a good one.
Let's get it.
Peace.